Hey, what's up guys, Steven here. Welcome back to another video, and today we're talking about security cameras. The Azarton smart camera is not only one of the cheapest security cameras on the market, it's also one of the best. So let's go. So guys, as you might know, I've tested a lot of security cameras on this channel, but usually they are very huge and bulky, as you can see. They're very expensive and mostly they're also not very smart. But this is all going to change with the Azarton security camera. So let's check out the features. Now when it comes to security cameras, we all know them. They're kind of expensive and they're very huge and also very hard to mount. But this Azarton security camera is really different. As you can see, it comes in a very small form factor and it has the easiest mount ever because it's magnetic. Now there's a little magnet included inside of the box and also some double-sided tape. So you can literally tape it anywhere. If you're worried about the tape, you can also screw it onto the wall, and then all you have to do is just attach it to the magnet and you can take it off anytime. This has for sure some pros and cons. If you mount it outside, you need to mount it somewhere where some other persons cannot reach it, because otherwise they could steal it easily. But well, if you mount it anywhere inside, it's so cool because you can just take it off from the wall mount, and it's super tiny and lightweight. Now inside of the box, when you get the security camera, you will find the security camera and the wall mount we talked about, and there's also a power supply included. For sure, you could also power it with a power bank if you want to, and all you need to do to connect it to your home network is to have an Wi-Fi connection on the smartphone. On your smartphone, you just download the Azarton app, and then there's a little setup button on the bottom of the device. You press it, then you will hear a voice, and then actually you can already configure your camera. The setup is really straightforward. It will display you a QR code which you have to scan with the camera, and then boom, it's connected. And the setup really takes only around about 3 minutes. Alright, then now let's have a closer look here at the camera. So on the front, as you can see, there's the lens, and here at the bottom there's a microphone, because this camera has two-way audio. That means you can actually talk to the camera, then you will hear the audio, for instance, on the smartphone where you're watching it. And also there's a speaker on the back side, so if you talk something to the microphone of your smartphone, the person in front of the camera will be able to listen.
So guys, here's a quick sound test with the camera, and yeah, just listen to the audio quality right now. I'm speaking directly into the camera, like from 30 centimeters away, and I'll try to move now a little bit more far away. So yeah, check this out. This is around about 1.5 meters, 2 meters.
On the back side there's also a USB-A output, as you can see. Then there's the micro USB cable where you supply the power, and there's a micro SD card slot. You can only put in a maximum of 32 gigabytes, and it has to be FAT32 formatted. The camera supports only 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi, as most of the smart home devices, and also for this low price this is absolutely okay. But just make sure during the setup that you disable the 5 GHz Wi-Fi, otherwise you could maybe have issues. But this is a common standard on most smart home products. Now you can connect multiple devices to the same account, so once you have configured your camera, you can just add more cameras. It's very simple. One really cool thing is also that you can share the camera. For instance, if someone is also taking care of your home, you can give them access, and they just need to download the app, and then they have access to your camera if you allow access to them. But how does the footage get stored? Well, you have the SD card, but that's not the only option. Now it has motion alert, it has for instance also CO and smoke detection alert. So if something gets triggered here, then it actually uploads automatically to the cloud. But if you manually record some pictures or videos, they get stored on the SD card. There's also a time-lapse function, which is really cool. For instance, if you want to record building something, this also gets stored on the SD card. Now this camera has also motion detection, and this is something that is really cool and also really important. Just imagine you have some pets and you want to have them always in frame and in focus. So the camera kind of detects the movement, and then with the AI algorithms it tries to actually follow the cat. I think this is done by some kind of cropping, so it always makes sure that the object which is moving is in the frame and in focus. And this works, to be honest, really good. We also tried it when filming, and the face detection, you see the rectangular shapes around the faces, and the detection works really fine. You can also specify specific areas inside of the frame where you want the camera to detect the motion. For instance, if there's a cat running at the bottom and you don't want that it gets triggered by the camera all the time, then you can actually set the motion detection, so the detection frame, a little bit above that, and then you will just see, for instance, if a person is walking by. And that can be really helpful, so you save some alerts on your phone. And also, for instance, outside, if you just park your car and you don't want to get all the passengers that are walking by and you just want to focus on the car, then you can do that also within the app, and that's really convenient. Now, the maximum resolution of the camera is 1080p, so full HD. Now, for sure, there's some cameras that can even go beyond that, but to be honest, for a security camera, even 720p is really enough. Helps you to save bandwidth, helps you to save memory, but also the full HD footage, we just tried it out. If you have still quite a bit of light, it looks really good. And as soon as it gets dark, there's also colored night vision, which is really helpful. For instance, this €100 security camera has only black and white night vision. That means you just see a black and white image. For sure, it's a little bit more contrast and you see some more details, but colored night vision is definitely nicer.
Alright guys, so here's a quick night vision test of the camera. We're recording here in HD. I just set it in the app. Now the IR LEDs on the camera, they are visible. The audio you hear right now is from the camera. Right now 1.5 meters away from the camera. As soon as I go more far away, as you can see, the audio will probably drop. But yeah, you should still be able to understand people talking in the room. IR LEDs are visible, as I've told you, 2 on the right side, 2 on the left side, if that matters to you. Now with the IR LEDs, you see a really sharp and clear picture, and everything that is kind of white reflects a lot. So here, for instance, my gray sweater is very well visible. Alright guys, this is now a test of the colored night vision. We have here some LEDs in the background, they are very weak, so you probably see some mix of different colors. Now the colored night vision, of course, because it's very dark in the room, it tries to crank up the ISO, everything gets kind of corny and blurry. So you don't see that much details as you see with IR LEDs. But also when you are in the IR LED mode, you can switch off the LEDs, so you don't need to use them. Of course, the image won't be that good. So you have different kinds of night vision, which is absolutely amazing. So colored night vision is actually something that is really useful if you rely on that and want to see colors in the dark. So let's try to turn on the lights there in the background, and there we go. As you can see, now we have one light on. It's a green light, as you can see, and yeah, the room is still dark. Just as comparison, I will grab my camera right over here. So this is a Panasonic GH5. So here you can actually see how dark the room is. If you check out the image right on here on the camera, it's really completely dark. So I'm pretty stunned that a $20 camera, we're not talking here about 500, 800 euro security camera. So the camera like this can actually get such an image in the darkness. Absolutely cool.
Now, Azarton is also working right now on an Alexa update. At the time of this review, the update is not available, but it will come next week. So probably if you're watching this video right now, make sure the update could already be out. The cool thing is that you can voice control the security camera, and also you can do live streaming on Alexa devices. Alright guys, so we're now here at the end of this video. So far I have to say, I've tested really many security cameras. Now also the Xiaomi camera, it's even I think 40 euros. This is almost half of the price and it has so many smart features. The magnetic mount is just simply amazing. It has pretty good quality, it has audio, and yeah, you can put in an SD card, you don't only need to rely on the cloud. By the way, the cloud is also in Europe, so it's not somewhere stored on some Chinese servers. This is really a huge benefit if you're in Europe. And yeah, for the price, I think you cannot do anything wrong with this camera. So yeah, check out the links down below, also to the website of Azarton and to their Facebook site. And there's also a giveaway on my TikTok channel, so make sure to check it out. Links are down below. So as always guys, big thanks for watching. I really hope you liked it, and yeah, see you in the next one. Bye.